Howdy. This isn't it. Let's see here. This is from our previous session. Here I come. I swear I had this all planned out. Okay. Okay. There he is. Welcome back to the stream. How's everyone doing? It wouldn't be a stream if it wasn't just a, you know, just complete mess at the very beginning. And then we rein it in. We rein it in. How's everyone doing today? Good. Jello, nice to see you. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm pretty good too. Yeah, I'm chilling. Oh yeah, working on the process vids. This is a process vid. I got you. Hey David Rick, what is up? Yeah, what do we have in store today? I'm gonna be doing some stuff in After Effects, and kind of bringing over just some basic shapes from Illustrator over into After Effects and showing some tips and tricks. Not quite a full curated tutorial, but just kind of showing how you can simply get some motion and get some things moving. Looks like my camera is kind of stuttering a little bit. I think I'm using my phone as a camera. I think it's on a little bit low battery, so hopefully that sorts itself out. Oh, it looks good on stream. Okay. I'm getting kind of like 10 frames a second, which is whatever. But okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, well, let's take a gander over to the screen. But yeah, I'm doing well. I got my second COVID shot, my second dose of COVID. Yes, well, this past weekend, and so kind of recovered from that. Just sort of felt off for a couple days. Nothing major. Yeah, I like the night of when I went to sleep that night, I was definitely feeling like feverish and yeah, just kind of like feverish when I was asleep. I sort of was like tossing and turning, and then the next day felt kind of like a little loopy, just a little, I don't know, just kind of off. And then it pretty much cleared up by day 2. So yeah, a little loopy. Like, can't really place my finger on it, but I don't know, just acting weird. Like, my partner was just like, what's going on with you right now? As I'm just like making weird jokes and stuff, more so than normal. So yeah, but otherwise I'm glad. I'm ready to wait the next week and a half and then be ready to rage. No, I'm just kidding. It's gonna be an adjustment period, assimilating back into society, I think. Oh my gosh. Megan with the conspiracies. Yeah, at least I didn't catch disco fever. It's highly infectious. That's true. I would be more what did I say? Woozy, loopy, yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. I use it from time to time, and I enjoy my time with it. All of a sudden, bust out the bell bottoms. Priceless, priceless. I know. Well, I mean, the bell bottoms are back in style, so maybe I would just be on trend there. I don't know about bell bottoms necessarily, but at least just wide leg jeans. Jinko jeans are back. Jinko jean disco. Permanent disco ball. That would be fabulous. Elusive lice. That's not your name, but that's Christopher has said that so much that that's now what I read. Elise, thank you for being here. Glad to see you. Jess Collins, what's up? Hello. Lice is a term of endearment. Yeah, that's what I was. That's how I felt when I said it. It's all about intention. Didn't intend to offend you. Right. Yeah, Adobe Illustrator. Oh boy, blank canvas. Yeah, I just kind of wanted. I feel like sometimes I'm just diving in to like a project that's already really like fleshed out, and I'm just sort of showing like mid-process. And so like coming into that and seeing all the layers is kind of like overwhelming. So I just figure I'd kind of show like what I've been doing recently for my kind of like motion pieces. And I've been making those with vector illustrations, and there's just some good advantages to working in vector when you're going to be doing motion design later on, and just I guess in general, you know, vector has its ups and downs because it's hard to draw on it sometimes if you're not familiar with it. Yeah, let's see. I showed in the Discord a little like infographic that I made and finished earlier in the week. And let me pull that up. Good to know that vector plays nice with motion. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, like the file sizes are just smaller. Like it's like a lighter weight than bringing in like, you know, kind of raster elements, especially if like you want those raster elements to like maybe be able to scale up and down and not get super blurry or pixelated, or you know, maybe you want to like kind of manipulate the pieces, and like sometimes a really rasterized thing, if you start like warping it, it just looks really like overly I don't know, like overly digital is not the right term. I say that a lot, but like it just looks very obvious what you're doing, or it's just like it looks like someone is just stretching a JPEG in different ways, and like that's what it is essentially, which I have worked that way for a long time, but I'm like kind of trying to play both sides here and do the vector thing more. Oh man, I cannot talk and multitask. Browser window. Just give me 2 seconds. Is it worth it to remake a traditional piece in vector if one is going to add animation and motion? I don't think so. Like, I think I can show some examples of both, but like for that, I don't know if you were following at the time. I think you were, but this like Clash of Cronies series that I did, where it was like that little battle series, that was all. It wasn't traditional, but it was done in Photoshop with like the painting tools in there, and that, like, I think when you're working that way, it's more like you're kind of working with, I think of it as like sort of like paper dolls. You're kind of like cutting out the different pieces, and like sort of imagining that you're like, oh, Clash was before you were following. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just a little different, but you can totally make it work. So I think redoing in vector would be just I don't know, like kind of too much. Okay, yeah. So this is, I put this in the Discord. This is kind of like, it is very clean and it's kind of sterile, but that's just sort of what I was going for. And so that was vector, and then let's see if I can pull up a Clash of Cronies vid. I mean, people have. I have the Clash of Cronies trailer. Hey everyone, it's Carter. Oh no, I don't want the sound on that. Hey everyone, it's Carter. Okay, this is actually good. So these are just like, let me make this bigger. This is the trailer for Clash of Cronies. We were trying to get some hype going. So I mean, this was like, these are just different layers in Photoshop that I painted, and then you can see here where you can set up a scene and make it kind of like 2.5 dimension. So like these different planes of like paper thin layers, and kind of set up a scene that way to get that or like parallax effect. And yeah, so these are all like, you know, kind of more rendered stuff that I did in Photoshop again, and so just like piecing it together and just sort of making like them like rotate and the arms and stuff like linked together. Just make sure you add some cheesy effects on there. Yeah. So totally like just kind of, it's mostly just stylistically what you're going for, but yeah, vector just has like certain things it can do, and I'll kind of just show what that's about. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do like super basic. Last time I tried to paint a crab and bring it over, and I just got too ambitious, so like I'm gonna go for the least ambitious thing, which is like, I'm just gonna literally try to animate like a cube or something, something I don't have to think about. Type tool. I can animate text too, that could be interesting, but I'll probably save that for a different stream. Gelatinous cube? I did have one of those in Clash of Cronies. I do love me a gelatinous cube. I really liked your illustration that you posted. with the skull inside. Classic D&D. Love it. I've been listening to. There's a new Adventure Zone story arc. I actually never finished any of the Adventure Zones, but it's a podcast, and with the brothers, the McElroy brothers, and they're starting like a new campaign, and I was starting to listen to it, and yeah, it was pretty cool. Just like the world building that they were doing. Okay. Let's... I see. We have a square, folks. We have a square. Man. So I usually, if I am doing vector and I'm doing illustration, I will say like having a sketch to bring in to then vector on top of is very helpful. We aren't doing that today. So let's think about this. What do we want to do? Okay, I have one that's I have prepared over here. Now, what is this, you ask? I've been listening to our new podcast by the fabulous Megan Davis and Christopher Diego, and thinking about that creative process. And so I saw like a post somewhere, I forget, and it's from an agency in town, and they had this little like product design process chart, and I thought it was kind of interesting. It's sort of like these different steps of the creative process, and like kind of thinking of them as like either like a exploratory phase or more of like refining. So in this one, I'm gonna like do a little animation of this diagram, which is going to be, let's type it out. Get the type tool. Pardon me. Oh wait. Workspace. But yeah, they just put out a new episode today, so check it out. It's called Why We Create. Let me search it up on Spotify, make sure I have the info right. I could even play it through my speakers right now. No, I won't do that. Go listen to it. It's with Mike Golden, who I really liked this episode. It was all about Mike Golden who does like architectural visualization. So like kind of creates those like renderings of that you might see. That's like if a building is like in development, there's like a sign with like an image of what the what's sort of slated for the space. So it's pretty interesting. And also is like a really cool like sci-fi artist and does like concept art. And so I really like architecture and yeah, just some of the influences he was talking about. I don't know, a lot of it was like, and some of the artists he was mentioning was all really resonating with stuff I was into. So I found the episode very relevant. Okay. So I guess this phase would, I guess, be either just like the initial idea or maybe a creative brief. And this is, I sort of like bastardized the diagram and made it for myself. So this is sort of just my creative process. But I think it would be a cool thing to like animate and maybe like put on, like make a post or put on my website or something. Brief, and then I guess after that would be he dropped some great book references. Yeah, I feel like I need to check out some of those readings. I also need to read. I haven't read a book in a long time. Actually, I try. I feel like I can't actually get through a book these days anymore. It's concerning. It's very concerning. I think I just need to sometimes, instead of winding down with like video games, just read a book. It's fun. I promise. I don't know, is there any interesting books that people have been into lately? Could be about anything. I like fiction quite a bit, but reading some nonfiction could be interesting too. Maybe learn some stuff. Might reread Waiting for Godot. Gal Gadot? No, I'll let me look. I have to like pull up a window to see what these are before I just make dumb jokes. Inform myself. A play. Interesting. That's French. This sounds very literary. I'm impressed. This book sounds literary. This diagram looks diagrammy. My descriptors are so on point today. Steve's been reading a bunch of Ursula K. Le Guin. I like to lie to people and say that I've read books by her, but I actually haven't. I actually haven't fully read a book. I believe I read like half of it was like the Dispossessed, I believe. Yeah, I don't know, like it should all be there. Like I've enjoyed my time with it. I kind of have this problem too with video games where I'll get to the end and then I won't beat it, like something where I'm just like, I don't know. I just want to leave it and preserve it as like unfinished. Some books are harder to read than others, that's true. Maybe I need to take a step back, pick up some like, what was that? Magic Treehouse. Need to go back to Magic Treehouse books and start from there again. No, but I used to read a lot when I was in like, I don't know, just younger, like elementary school, middle school, into high school for sure. I blame the darn television. Probably the phone too. I mean, I guess if I had to really draw a comparison, all the time that I spent reading books, I did not have a smartphone, so. Okay. Stephen King's It. You know what? I did read that book. I read a lot of Stephen King in middle school. It's probably a little too young to read those books, but I think it being like kind of I don't know, like just the mature content was like enticing at that age because you're like, I'm not supposed to read this. So that just being a driving force allowed me to push through like 900 pages of Stephen King's It. Never too young for the rituals of Chud. Yes. I in the first of the remake of the new It movies, I was like pleasantly surprised at like the Easter eggs in there with like the turtle. I don't know if I think they did that again in the second movie, but I just remember in like the first movie there was like several turtle imageries and it was like a reference to that crazy chapter where it was just Stephen King just on psychedelics doing, I don't know, like going ranting on about God as a turtle and stuff like that. And it is just a giant spider. Yeah, it's a wild read. I can't fully recommend it, but it was fun. It was fun for sure. Execution. This sounds maybe a little too clinical. Refinement. Yeah, whatever. I'm going full business lizard today. Full biz liz. D. Wanaka, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. We're doing some very exciting things. We're gonna animate this diagram. I'm just using this as an example for bringing shapes from Illustrator over into After Effects. And then I'll move on to something more fun, but I think this is my warm-up. Why? Why? What was I doing? Okay, yeah, I want to add like a little face over here. I need help. Uh-oh. What's going on? Is this Wacom help? I have some general tips and tricks I can provide, but unfortunately this is not the I'm not a part of customer service necessarily. But yeah, well, let me know what's going on. Sometimes there's like some weird tricks that I've had to pull to get things working. If that's what you're needing help with, of course. This is a head. No, this isn't a head. Let's see, what kind of shape do we want? I'm gonna do, it's called like a merge paths in After Effects, so maybe just like a semicircle. Let's see. Like me a rounded rectangle. Yeah, what I've been reading this, starting to read, this, one of my favorite authors, J.G. Ballard. He's like this British dude. I mean, he passed away a few years ago, but he is famous for Crash, which is kind of a wild, another wild book that I can't fully recommend. But he has some really interesting, like, kind of sci-fi stuff. And hey, what's up, cheese? Hydrate. I should hydrate. Thank you. He's here. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, J.G. Ballard. He has a collection of short stories. They're very like Twilight Zone reminiscent, but kind of with like a sci-fi, almost like if Black Mirror was written in the like 70s, where it's like kind of a goofy vision of the future, where it's like, and then he had his handheld radio screen, and it's like the technology that they're envisioning is still very much rooted in like the 70s, or yeah, you know, like I don't know, just kind of 60s even, 50s maybe. I look older, and yeah, like, so it's always like commentary on usually like modern day kind of malaise, I suppose. And yeah, I don't know, it's interesting. Kind of like sci-fi or Twilight Zone, in just that each short story has its own kind of self-contained little commentary. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. It's called, yeah, J.G. Ballard, like, collection of short stories. It's a very heavy book, which actually makes it hard to read. I don't know if my wrists are giving out or what's going on there, but I like holding, I don't know a good way to hold the book. It's like it's like trying to read like a dictionary or something, where it's just like, or like a giant encyclopedia or something where you're just like, I can only lay down and read this. I need like a stand that holds it in front of me. Oh, like, yeah, like Philip K. Dick. Definitely. Yeah, Ballard is like, I want to say like a little darker than Philip K. Dick. Like, he's definitely an old curmudgeon who like has a lot to say about like just modernity, I suppose. So it's maybe not for everyone, but I don't know. I just think his stuff is really interesting. It has inspired like, yeah, like I will like read a short story and like want to go draw a picture of like some derelict, like, I don't know, high rise, which is a book of his called High Rise. It's pretty interesting. It's about like again, like kind of like a 70s vision of the future of like a apartment complex that's like a luxury apartment where, and then like somehow it kind of turns into like Lord of the Flies-esque, where it's like people in the high-rise start like are kind of creating this like class system based on how high they are in the building. So like the people at the top are like, you know, you're just ruling over everyone beneath you, and they like barricade the stairwell and like start having like these like skirmishes like in the apartment. It's pretty wild. Anticorliss, raiding with a party of 2. Hello. Thank you for being here. Where's my notification? So maybe that's not a notification. I don't know. Anticorliss, thank you for being here. Raid. we're working on some Illustrator stuff and bringing it over into After Effects. It looks a little dry right now. I'm gonna hopefully add some color. Once it's moving, it'll be fun. But I was saying earlier, I was inspired by the Why We Create podcast, which is put on by Christopher and Megan of the Experience Center, and just thinking about like what if I had to kind of put to paper what my creative process looked like. I don't know. I found like I saw a diagram that looked similar to this, and I thought it was kind of a cool representation of like different sort of phases of a project, or yeah, being just like kind of in 2 different modes, whether they're exploratory, like finding different ideas and like going wide, and then kind of parts of the process where you sort of like narrow and like scope in and try to like refine things, and like this research one would be like research to kind of find like the core idea or core like kind of story that you're trying to tell, and then from there you sort of like open up and try to explore within that in the ideation phase, and then like execution, which sounds really serious. It'd be like making that happen. So that is, I want to do an animation of this, but I know it does look like a PowerPoint right now. So I apologize, but all right, I'm gonna make this little person. That'll be fun. Try. Okay, let's cut this in half. And someone who knows Illustrator is probably just cringing at like how I'm living my life, how I'm operating this program. and Zorian. What's up? Is that a, what is that emoji? Jess Collins, is that a rocket? I can't tell. From Brazil, oh, awesome. Well, welcome. Mi español es muy mal, pero yo puedo comprender un poco español. Let's see. Oh, we lost. Someone came in with they said they needed help. I hope they're okay. I don't know if they were wanting tech support or if they needed like help. I mean, I would hope they would call 911 or a good resource. Oh no! Speak Portuguese in Brazil. Oh my gosh, I'm so ignorant. I have never been. I have never been. I would love to visit one day though. It's okay. Thank you, thank you. This is going to be kind of like a... This is very South Park, now that I'm putting it together. I'm going to use something called a merge path. And so, let's see... It's going to... These two shapes will kind of blend together, and it will look better, but first I need to get it right. I think the mouth needs to be lower. Oh, nice. Yeah, Google Translator. That's awesome. I should have consulted Google Translator first before speaking. Hey, thanks for following, Ensign Tutorial. I said your name, probably weird, but... Alright. Maybe I should just use the paint tool. Let's sketch this out. This is not working. We'll leave that for the first draft. I need my pen. All right, so blob brush. Do English class, but in practice, oh yeah. I saw a burger. I could draw a burger. No, I'm trying to draw a human head, believe it or not. It's gonna be like a little person. He's like, hey, that ain't it. I feel like I just want to look at the emoji of like the person like shouting. Now I need to go into Google Translate. Google Translate is truly a blessing. Okay. Let's go. I don't want to do like a Pac-Man necessarily. There's only so many ways to draw this. Oh my gosh. I need to look at the emoji. This is really sad. Let's leave that there. Yes. This is what I want. This is really like... Oh man, okay. I'm gonna go off this. Sorry, I lost my chat. Oh, I see. You're, yeah. Figuring out, like, the laugh. I thought you were just saying, like, K as in, like, OK. Sometimes people will just type the word K, or the letter K for, like, just, like, a, saying, like, yeah, like, yes, or thumbs up. But yeah. Control Z. This person looks like they're like drowning or something. This is our sketch. I'm gonna turn the opacity down on this and do like, try to reduce it down a bit.
Thank you for being a friend.
Followers! Grokodin, thank you for following. I'm honored. I think I chose a pretty, like, this is pretty dry, what, what I'm working on right now. So thank you for the support. I'm hoping to get to a point where this is, I show off the parts that I'm good at. Okay, so let's do like a new layer. Pacific Northwest represent. What's up? What's up? Oh, if anyone has any questions about Portuguese or Brazil, do not hesitate to ask. Oh, thank you. I need to learn a lot more about Brazil. What's where in Brazil should I visit if I were to go? I mean, I'm sure there's probably lots of places, but maybe like a town or city. This is this silhouette. You know, I'm gaining lots of respect for emoji designers now. They make it look so effortless. Design. How does... It's tough stuff. It's got quite the jaw here. Let's see. The most popular town is Rio de Janeiro, which I've never been to, but it's really pretty, and beach and mountains and carnival, and the biggest party in January. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's tricky. You're like, should I go for the, you know, the most popular, like the tourist destination, or if it's like, sometimes there's always like, you know, don't go there, it's overrated. go to this place. I mean, I definitely love Pacific Northwest, and I feel like if people are visiting the US, and I mean, I also haven't been to that many places in the US, but I'm always just like, come check out Portland. It's a nice part of the country. Okay, this is looking tolerable. Rio, that has the big like hill with the statue on it. Is that correct? He's doing the pose. Yeah, that would be. I think I would love to see some huge forests and nature monkeys. That would be amazing. My partner has been like follows some Instagram where they just like take care of monkeys, and I have to say it, like I wish monkeys were, I don't know, just like you could have them as pets more easily. Okay, so let's get this. This looks weird. This head looks off. Let's see, the neck is not right. I think it needs to be like. It's kind of like leaning back. What? No, I like the pointed nose. Alright. Looks like the spirit people in the movie Soul. That's fun. That's fun. I can hang with that. Let's get the type on a different layer. Monkeys as pets, I'd be worried. Oh my gosh. I just walked right into that one. I kept reading and then saw the pun. Okay. That's like what Christopher would used to do to me, is just set me up for the most devastating puns, just like dad jokes that I would walk right into. It was I became privy to them at some point. I started just questioning everything he said in case it was like just a bad joke. Okay, do I need an ear? I don't know. I'm not gonna get this right. let's move on. What if we just did like a circle? That looks better. Oh, I missed the chat. I would tell you stories, lead you down a path, string you along. Yeah, I know. Oh, let's see. I missed another one. Just plan your trips very well and be cautious. Brazil is usually not super dangerous, but if you look like you're not from here, some people will try to scam you. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely stand out. I mean, I would try to at least not dress like a tourist. Just like my cargo shorts and hat and backpack, and the graphics look like my develops Mobius strip for CI, CD, CM I am currently building. Oh, interesting. I don't know what CI, CD is. Creative direction? No, I'm not sure. Let's do a merge. We got, where's that Pathfinder? That now it looks like a kind of an alien. I would definitely get scammed going over there, because I'm also like pretty gullible. Like if someone was like, I need your credit card for this transaction and I'm going to take it back here, I would just be like, okay, sounds good. This is a nightmare. I'm going to straight up just trace this emoji head, and that's really kind of sad that I've been reduced to that. But, you know, stand on the shoulders of giants, like, is what I like to say. We're deleting this. This is what I want. And, yeah. I don't have any shame about this. None at all. None at all. The labels actually work. It goes into design to code to integrate to release, test, monitor, and go back to design for software development. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Standing on the shoulders of giants equals no shame. Exactly, exactly. This is how we do it. I need to just get it exact, or else. Control animate Jesse. What is up? What is up? Thank you for being here. We're in Illustrator. We're making a little animated diagram of the creative process, or at least a creative process. I'm very close to bringing this over into After Effects. Going to show my favorite plugin. One of my favorite plugins, rather, Overlord, and just how easy that is. Did you know there's a function to trace pictures? I know. Oh, like live trace? Image trace? Yeah, yes. That would probably save me time and get me there. I like to just do everything the hard way, because but sometimes, I don't know, like maybe I would just need to play with it more, but sometimes like if I do that, you know, you can't necessarily control where the points are going to be. And so like bringing it over into After Effects and then like wanting to be able to, you know, manipulate the Bezier curves. I don't know, like it might just be like you have too many points, and I know there's the simplify function which brings points down, but it's like, it's all about just being intentional, right? Grokaden is my husband. Semi-lurking because introvert social battery is dead right now, but having fun watching. Oh, good. Yeah, no, I feel that. My social introvert battery is, I don't know, like, I feel like just over the course of the past year and some change has been like, it's like my phone battery, which is, it doesn't really hold that much of a charge anymore. Alright, so let's get rid of this embarrassing reference image. If we can. Okay, that looks permissible. Oh, let me see this. Just select the image with the black cursor. Click image, trace image at the top. If there are a lot of options afterward, you can expand it so you can replace the anchor points. Ah, interesting. I should try that. Too late. Let's try it. Let's try it. It's not too late. I'm definitely like, Illustrator is kind of where I come to vectorize things. Usually just like sketches that I've made. But I definitely don't like, I want to just be more acquainted with the tools. Let's see, I have to place this again. File, place. Need to actually be on a layer that's turned on. Take a look. We're doing like user suggestions, or viewer audience suggestions. Okay, let's do it. I need to learn these ways that are able to just make me work faster. So this was a pretty low quality image. I screenshot like a thumbnail, but all right, let's try it. Right click, back up. Find what you were suggesting. Okay, select the image with the black cursor. Trace image. Because I know there's the there's like the image trace window, right? This is usually what I do. Like preview, and then let's see, threshold. Okay, this is nice. Black and white. Trace. That is easy. Okay, okay. So now the question is, is it still an image? What's going on? Trace. Oh, I think it waits for a second, if I remember right. I have to be patient. What's going on? What's going on, man? Trace! Top below the Pathfinder, there should be a button with expand. Okay. Object expand.
Thank you for being
There it
fair.
is. There it is. Okay. Now we're thinking, let's get rid of this white. This is the way. Okay, so now, okay, this is, I was aware enough of this function, but then we do a different like layer color, maybe. Let's see what we're doing. Don't search in the drop-down menus, but I like that way. Okay, so this is, I guess, where I would go simplify, which is just a right-click, simplify. We can just see, I guess, what this. It doesn't really change it too much. 8 points. That's not 8 points. Oh, 57 points. Okay. So we start to, the image kind of starts getting wacky. Let's change that. Because I do want this to, when it animates, I just want the mouth to move, but like, I kind of want to retain the rest of the detail, so I'm sure there's... Could probably get away with it with that many anchor points, so we'll leave it at that. Thanks for the tips. These, let's see, is this grouped? Okay. These, I'm just gonna do a stroke. The most used function for the tools you've selected are in the top bar, not the top menu. One just above the black and white cursor. Oh, okay. Well then. Let's see. Speaking of, I feel like my workspace here got a little out of whack. Was I using essentials before? I think so. Let's put this over here. All right. You know, a shortcut I do know? Control X. Or Shift X, rather. It's a favorite, which just flips the stroke and the fill. Alright, well this looks much better than what we were drawing before, so thank you, Control Animate Jesse. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna add these little, just these kind of strokes here. Have those kind of animate in. As someone who uses, I was actually waiting for someone who uses Illustrator to come in and just like, I think before you came in, I was like, man, someone who uses Illustrator probably saw what I was doing. They would be probably having a hard time. So, suspicion confirmed. Yeah, I mostly use Illustrator just for, like, I'll sketch out and do kind of all my illustration assets. Just like sketch them out in Photoshop, and then I will essentially use Illustrator just as like a tracing over things. Here's me to you without the control window. Let's see what that's about. I don't see this. What happens to... That's not a great workspace. Essentials. I just need the essentials. Essentials Classic. Control window is higher. Oh my god. You guys. Oh, here. Okay, where is that? Oh, for sure. Up here. Okay. I mean, so I mean the properties it's kind of the same thing, right? Oh, but okay, you have these options. This is just the brush settings. Oh, okay, all of this stuff. I got you. The alignment tools. That bar, okay. Yeah, Illustrator is all tricks. I think working in it every day, like I don't know. I mean, like as with any program, but yeah, like Illustrator just has so much depth to it. So like there are so many levels at which you can operate it, levels of efficiency. I'm pretty like novice at Illustrator, but I'm always curious to hear like what the professional way is. Okay, so this top bar, the control, I don't know, I'm not really seeing what's going on up here. Like, these are the brush sizes. I like my property windows over here just because it's like contextual. It's like whatever you click on, it just brings up what you need. I like my Pathfinder. Gotta love a Pathfinder. Select some tool. Oh, I see. Okay. Pen tool. We're learning Illustrator today, folks. Okay, I see. I mean, I'm not gonna learn this all on stream right now, but I'm just gonna see sort of what this is about. Interesting, interesting. All right, get out of here, image trace. We have this. Let's make sure we have. Let's name this. Got those. Alright, and then we have our type, which will move into this other layer. So we have the text on that layer, and then have our diagram here. Okay, 3 layers. All right, so I'm going to use this plugin called Overlord. Extensions. And let me open up After Effects. Damn, we have 700 followers. That's big, y'all. That's big. Other handy trick, do you know you can stack windows on the right? Now that they're folded, when you drag them below one another, they're both visible. Yes. Yeah, this, I don't know what, like, I opened this up and it's being weird. Like, why is my library so zoomed in? Something funky happened with my workspace. Yeah, I think that's a good tip though. Just like, I need to take some time to set up the panels in here and then like save it as a workspace. Because like, oh man, right now it's just a little all over the place. That's not what I want at all. Okay, but yeah, no, that's a good point. All right. What happened? What happened? Gifted sub. Todd coming in hot. Wow, thank you so much. You are too kind, Todd. Too kind. And I have my alerts going, which I am very happy that I got those back. That would let you know. So many bleeps and bloops, I know. It's an eventful stream. That you guys are making it eventful. I'm an hour and a half in. That really flew by. I did not make an hour and a half worth of work. But I've been chatting. Thank you, Todd, for the gifted sub. So sweet. Now you don't have to watch ads. And you can also use our emojis. The way I have my panels configured as layers, align, pathfinder, stroke, color, gradient, swatches. That's, yeah, thank you for that. That's, like, I'm familiar with all those panels, and so that sounds like, and those I feel like are the ones I use the most, so I should set it up that way. But I, like, yeah. There was another one. Oh, it's the shape builder tool. Someone that I was watching recently was like, didn't use Pathfinder and was like only using the shape builder tool, and I was like, is that the way? Todd, you didn't miss much. I've been I've been drawing this diagram and really fumbling my way through Illustrator and getting some helpful tips from the chat. So, yeah, chilling, learning about Brazil. They speak Portuguese in Brazil, not Spanish, which was what I so ignorantly assumed. Man, I know. Look, y'all, American geography is, they just really don't, the public school system, okay. I don't even know the capitals of half the states of the country, so probably more than that. But yeah, Todd, we've just been yakking it up. I'm gonna go into After Effects, which is where I'm a little more comfortable in. So let me do that. But my Spanish was good. Thank you. Thank you. My partner is taking like a lot more Spanish classes. Their family is from Mexico. They're from LA, and so they grew up with Spanish, and they've just been trying to reacquaint themselves, and like have been taking a lot more Spanish classes recently, and it made me kind of like miss learning the language, so I've been wanting to practice more. Okay. I got some, it's like some Animal Crossing kind of vibes. Alright. Where are we at? Looking for my plugin, Overlord extensions. Okay. So. That's a good question, Jess. I'm probably gonna get in trouble. I know, I believe her mom was born in the U.S., like in Los Angeles area. So I think like it would be like her grandparents came, immigrated from Mexico. I don't actually know where from though, unfortunately. Rubber hose. Yeah, I like want to learn rubber hose, I've used it a few times, and I've really enjoyed it. I want to learn how to do like kind of the custom like styles, and I think I would use it more, just because some of the defaults typically don't match like what I have. So I know they have like the pin tools that you can use, but I just need to use it more. Okay, so let's get this over. I'm gonna do, I think I just need to explode everything, so it has a little option here to split all the paths into different layers. So, bada bing. Okay. I mean, in this instance, it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but it saves you some clicks. So. So normally, like, you would, you know, import in the Illustrator file, and you then have to like convert the shapes, or I forget what the process is, but you basically have to convert all those layers into vector shapes. And this way, it's just like kind of one click, and then it's also nice just because if you do want to like add things, you could just draw them straight into Illustrator and then just push them over kind of immediately into After Effects. Is Rubber Hose supposed to be a callback to the old cartoon style? I don't know. Is that what that was called? But it does like definitely remind me of like Steamboat Willie, like yeah, just. Amsterdam, capital of the Netherlands, and Germany. The country is nice. Oh, you live in the Netherlands. Oh, very cool. I have a license, but never really learned it. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I have Rubber Hose. I just need to use it more. Alright. So, here's what I want to happen. I want to have it start off with these little speech guys, whatever. This little effect happens. So, I'm going to use trim paths, which is, I'm pretty sure just entire careers are built on using trim paths. It's pretty much all you need to know, and you could just look like an After Effects pro. It's been a while since I opened After Effects. And that's a shame since Animate is in the... I know, I was curious because I was like, oh boy, if they hate what's going on here in Illustrator, I bet they're also an After Effects expert, and we'll probably have some words of wisdom for me over there. But oh, what did I just do? Okay. Yeah, After Effects is my fave. So, okay. Let's just, this effect, we're gonna paste it onto these other ones and use U to open up all those keyframes, kind of see what we're doing here. Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty simple. I don't know if I need to really fuss with any of this too much, but I added like just a regular like easy ease on it. Maybe I could try something a little more extreme. Sure. I kind of like the other one better, just more consistent. Alright. You do animate a lot in a program called Spine. Oh, it's a reading animation software for game development. Oh, interesting. I feel like it sounds familiar. It's like Spine. I'm looking that up. Interesting. Man, there's some article or some YouTube video I was watching where they were talking about, and this is not what you were talking about, but I think the program might have been called Spline with an L, but it was like browser-based 3D animation. So basically like a really rudimentary like Cinema 4D, but in a browser. And I was like very, very interested. When you search spine animation, you see bones. But yeah, to answer your other question, do you export in JSON instead of MP4? Yeah, it depends. Like this, yeah, if this is gonna go on like a website, yeah, using like, there's, yeah, Lottie files, which is like where there's a plugin called Body Moving. It's kind of confusing, and it basically allows you to export out like vector animations into JSON files, which are like, they play very smoothly on web, and are very just like lightweight, so they are like a fraction of what like a GIF would take up space-wise. And so yeah, I've been pretty interested in doing more of that kind of stuff. Easy E. I'm missing the jokes. I'm skipping over the jokes. That should be my rap name. Easy E's. Okay. I do want to do some like little like text animators on these. Let's go full screen. Alright, so then I think, is the solution just trim paths again? Do I just do trim paths for everything? No. Well, yeah, maybe. Let's maybe reanimate the mouth opening up, because that is kind of what I wanted to show this whole time. So you can like, I'm gonna click on head, and then you could search up here. You could search for path, and it's probably very small on the stream, or I might even be covering it up with my head. But there's a little stopwatch for path over there. Oh, I like typewriter for a text effect. Yeah. Oh yeah. That one is nice. Okay, so this is where I was concerned about too many anchor points, because now that I have added a keyframe to the path, let's actually make that there. Let's go back like 10 frames, and we're going to put, yeah, just mouth closed. Let's see if we could get this looking okay. It's kind of weird because there's a curve here. Have them be smiling. Maybe they'll be sad. Just straight faced. Let's see how this looks. I feel like I might need to move, yeah, because it might just look a little weird. Glad you showed me the trace function. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. Because the head I was trying to draw looked like E.T. or something. Big fan of OG hip hop. My secret, not so secret other life. Megan. Yeah, that's. I think we share. Well, okay. So Mine is less OG hip hop, but I feel like I also listen to my fair share of like rap, and I don't think people would like typically think of me that way, but yeah, it surprises people. Why is my chat window so small? Sorry, I have to scoop this up. I'm only getting like a few pieces of chat at a time. Okay, okay. Hello, fellow kids. Quick question, why is there a reason why the speech lines aren't rounded? There is no reason. We could do that. Yeah, I think that would look good. I don't know, I was just trying to think like across here these are all kind of like hard edges. So I was like maybe just pointy, but let's try that out. I do actually have a plugin. This is a stream about plugins, so I'm gonna just pull out all the stops. There's a free one called Butt Capper, and it's also by the people who made Overlord. I don't actually want it. Let's just put it up here. It's just like a one-click ordeal. Normally, it just saves you a few clicks. Otherwise, you have to go into the drop down. I'll do one manually to show. Go to contents, find the path, and then go to stroke, and then where is it? So there's oh yeah, over here, round cap. And yeah, this plugin is free, and it allows you to do a bunch of them at once. So you could, I think that's the reason I found it, was because I like had to there's just like a ton of shapes, and I all wanted them to be like the round caps, and I was like, do I literally have to do this for every single stroke? And I was like, there has to be a better way. Sure enough, there was. By Easy Ease. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, the rap song. I know. Butt Capper featuring Easy Ease. I feel like the head should move a little bit. Like, instead of just like mouth just being like, it's has to be like, kind of, I want like the head to like hinge back a little. Okay, so maybe let's try that. Yeah, exactly. I think I need to color this something else. Okay, so this, maybe, can I delete some of these points? Let's just see. No. It's gonna really mess up my... But yeah, so this is where I would be like hesitant on the image trace for everything, just because it had made quite a bit more points. I don't know, like I like the drawing. I think it's better than what I could have done. It's gonna just be weird. I have a solution. Let's just go. I'm going to tilt the head back with the rotation. And then I'm going to kind of Oh, actually, sorry, wrong way. So we'll be here. We'll kind of go up like this. And then I will just animate the neck to compensate. And you can do is there's a little, these icons are so tiny, but there's a little, just looks like a camera on here called take snapshot. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take a snapshot. Probably that was probably really loud in the stream audio. And then you can use that as a reference. And I believe it's F5. Okay, yeah. So now if I just hit F5, it will refer back to that screenshot. RIP headphones. It was loud in my headphones, at least. Okay. So let's go. Maybe a grid would be helpful. Okay. This is gonna look a little wild. Until we get it right. Oh, it's got like hopefully, I mean, we're very zoomed in here, so I think maybe if I just convert these are all handles right now. I'm just gonna kind of like convert them to points. That might be the way. Okay. What's this diagram going to be used for? Nothing in particular. I was telling, I've talked about it a couple times on the stream, but we started a podcast, and it's about like creative process. And so I just on my own was thinking about like just kind of a visualization for what a creative process would look like. So I don't know, maybe I'll put this on my portfolio site in the about section, but yeah. Yeah, thanks for asking. I know it's real businessy, but Renawana, thank you for educating me. Thanks for being here, and yeah, catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. Sorry, one sec. Link to my portfolio site. Yeah, it's I can drop links in here, I think as the administrator I can. I lost my Yeah, it's my name. Like here. There it is. Yeah, let me know what you think. I'd be curious for feedback. It's always a work in progress. I feel like I'm always like dissatisfied with my portfolio site. Came back. And Zoran, what's up? Thanks for being here. We're in After Effects now. Trying to get this neck to not look very weird. Okay, I think it's getting there. I think that's good enough for what we're doing. Let's do a little thinner. Oh man, 357. That's wild. How has 2 hours gone by? I did make it using Squarespace. Yeah. I don't have any web experience, so but yeah, I'm starting to think like I don't know, I might as like having shifted more to kind of the motion stuff, like I think just starting the portfolio with the reel might be what needs to happen. I think I've just been like kind of lukewarm on my reel for a while. But yeah, I mean, Squarespace is solid, and I was actually I don't have anything on there right now that's doing it, but I was testing out those like JSON files on there, and it was pretty slick. I think I had to like upgrade my account to be able to edit the HTML to like add in the JSON files, which was kind of annoying, but all right. So that looks like there's a little, if you really look closely, there's a kind of a little funk going on with the neck, but I think I'm good with it. Oh yeah, remove the link at Squarespace at the bottom. Yeah, that's a good idea. I for some reason I maybe just thought that it was like had to be there, but I'm sure, I don't know, I pay for the business version, so I should be able to get rid of that. Yeah, that's good feedback. Thank you. Okay, so we have this. I think this could probably happen a little faster. Nice. Okay. And then I want these kind of different elements to sort of here. So let's maybe do a text animation. This is basically like complicated PowerPoint is what we're doing here. Okay, so I'm using, instead of like an effect, let's see. Let's do the text animator. So if you use like the little, my head's probably in the way again, but if you just like, there's a little thing over here that says animate, and has a menu. I probably just do position. So you just choose kind of what property you want to animate. I will add in opacity as well because I want to animate the opacity. Also, for some videos, just add some still frames if you can't see the video for some reason. Or you get to see some visuals. That's a good idea. I have some really like, yeah, just like some of the GIFs on there are pretty intense. Like they're just very large files. So I feel like some of the pages like don't load right away. And so like if you click on a page and nothing's there, then you're just like confused. So yeah, having some screenshots, just like, I wish I could do like a placeholder image while the GIF loads. That would be nice, but I don't know how to do that. Yeah, having some just stills around would be cool. Okay, so I love complicated PowerPoint. Yeah, I know. Homework Club, I do see some visuals, but pages are a bit empty. Yeah, I know, like, I think, you know, like I've always heard feedback on like if you're working on something, just like kind of documenting the process. So like, yeah, having some just like sketches or just like early kind of, yeah, animatics, or even just I guess screenshots of After Effects, like the workspace might be the way to go. Okay, so let's go range selector. I'm getting the top bar button for all your projects. Make a drop down. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good point. I know that's like kind of the web design way. I mean, it just makes it easier for navigating, right? Yeah, if there's an option for that, I would definitely do that. It's like the more clicks someone has to do, the less time they're gonna stay. That's why I have all these plugins for After Effects. Save on clicks. Let's start a new campaign. Save the clicks. I'll be like, save the whales. That's a pretty dystopian idea. Is that me on the About page? I think so. There's, yeah. There's a picture, right? I kind of forget what's on there. I know, that's like from like 4 years ago, so I probably look quite different, but I just like to catfish people with my photos from 4 years ago and be like, I'm still that hot. Trust me. You should update it. Yeah, no, I've shaved I like have like way shorter hair and I have like facial hair now. And just life happened, man. Got haggard. That was when I was a bright, I had, the world was ahead of me. But not anymore. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your feedback. It was like I feel like I was at a portfolio review. It's the last time I got grilled that hard. No, it is definitely, it is usable. Useful, rather. Okay, we had hosted a lot of good portfolio reviews in the past, and like I would kind of sit in on, or like I would participate in the portfolio reviews as well as like help, facilitate them, and like and there were some cool ones we did with different like staffing agencies in Portland, and this was just one instance. The rest of the times were great and super useful, and like I made some good connections, but like there was like one person, I don't even know where they were from, but they were just not into anything I was showing them, and I forget, like they just went full just like Gordon Ramsay on me, and they were just like, I think it's indulgent that you like have illustration in your portfolio. Like no one wants to see that. And I was like, oh, okay. I just like left feeling so demoralized. Again, just a kind of a freak incident, but I don't know, man. I need to do some vetting process. I don't know who it was. It was like this lady from an agency, and she was just hated everything that I showed her. I don't know if you have another project you can place on there. That's yeah, 3x3 grid. Yeah, I need to. There's actually some projects I have that I need to upload, and I was kind of like doing that process that you're talking about, where I have like screenshots and sketches, and so I just need to put it all together. Who hurt you? I don't want to like name any like agencies because I won't get it wrong, but it was someone from a digital marketing agency, and they just wrecked me. I feel like I like internalized that for like a year. I'm still talking about it, so I probably still, but it was fine. It's also like one of those like millennials who you have a soft skin. It's probably good for me to just hear some really brutal feedback. Be like, okay, like not everyone has to pat me on the back and be like, wow, I love it, but then like not actually, like I need to like save this chat. I guess I'm gonna rewatch this to make sure I'm getting all this valuable feedback from Control Animate Jess. It's a very good name, by the way. Can move the middle one to the corner, that way it looks more intentional instead of unfinished. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. Okay, I'm gonna use it as motivation to get up a 9th project. All right, so brief. Do I want this to animate in any differently? No, that's fine. Can do like some kind of crazy stuff. This would be more gradual. Why is it going backwards? Oh, ramp down, because I had the wrong one selected. Oh, we've listened to this song I think like 5 times. I need to change my playlist. Alright, I mean this animation happens so fast that it's not really... That looks good. It's a quick, easy fix without having to do a new project. Yeah, or maybe I could even just put a... I don't know. Yeah, no, I have projects. I just need to update my website. You know what is a good website? Instagram.com/Wacom Experience Center. They have their stuff together. And a new podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all sorts of places. Pretty much any platform. They really covered their bases. Okay, that looks good. Let's move on. Okay, so I want this triangle to do something. I'm going to do some dashes. Let's go into the stroke options. My head is probably in the way of everything I'm doing. It's alright. I'm changing the album. Oh, this is the recap of the feedback. I mean, I'll screenshot this. Just so helpful. This is very kind. Like, I feel like I'm getting put on blast like a little bit, but this is also very, these are good ideas. So, so thank you. No, I appreciate it. All right, stroke. Okay, so add some dashes. Nice, I say. You're truly, it's all altruistic. Yeah, I think that picture does look like me. You know, so I'm gonna, no. I took some, Christopher took some beautiful pictures of me that were more recent. For, for, what was it? It was just for headshots for the company, professional headshots. I should use those. Although I don't like how I look in that one, so. We did, oh no, I did come across those recently, the photo shoot outside. Man, I think I'm getting to that point where I just don't like photos of myself. I'm just gonna like Photoshop my face, just like, just like airbrush on some like a full beard, some chiseled jawline. Yeah, it's true. Nobody likes photos of themselves. I do have an airbrush. I should. I'm gonna do some like contours. All right. Let's see here. This is slow going. I'm chatting too much, but it's fun. Okay. Trim paths, is that what we're doing? It's kind of just the best thing you can do. Actually, no, I think I need to do just a path animation. This might be harder than I anticipated. Let's see. No. I need to solo this layer, because gotta think about this. Glad I have a recent picture on my website. One's like good for another 2 years. That's nice. Yeah, we'll take another. Here for cheese, we'll take another. I think I'm gonna stick with the short hair for a bit. People will take me more seriously. Otherwise, I have my long curly hair, which I've pretty much had my entire life, which is fun and good, but it's a look. It's a look. Long hair equals less less serious. No, not for you. I think you have a good look with your long hair. Long hair don't care. Long, like my big, it just goes outwards. It's like just gets very 80s. This shouldn't be this hard. Let's do a path animation. Here's, I think, actually what needs to happen. I need to... I might need to delete. No. Let me see. Okay, this is not going to work. Change the color so I can see what I'm doing. Try to keep it. This is gonna all kind of emanate from that starting point. Okay, I could have probably done that with scale as well, but I didn't want to affect the stroke size. I wanted that to all stay the same. Okay, we have a theory. Okay, if you can, if you can't respect me with mermaid hair, I don't really care what you think. It's a good mentality. Yeah, and no, my comment is not like was not about like if you have like different hair, people don't respect you. I just think that like it's kind of like a guy with curly hair thing where it's like if you're like a class clown kind of there's like I just feel like a clown sometimes, right? that's my own internal like, and I definitely like pit myself as that character in that role in a lot of social situations, but like so it feels like it feeds into that sort of like identity where I'm just like, okay, now I just need short hair so people take me seriously. But yeah, I like that theory, Megan, of just like, yeah, if you can't take me seriously this way, then like I don't care about your opinion. Hair past your shoulders and no one takes me seriously. It doesn't help when you make puns and jokes most of the time. Yeah, it's true. It's more about just what you're doing. Bald people be like smooth brain. Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Todd. Always so kind. Okay, this is happening. Okay, the only issue is I don't know if I like this vertical piece. I kind of just want that to go away, and so I am going to use a mask. And just animate the mask to kind of follow along with this triangle. See if I got this right. Okay. There's a number of different ways you could probably approach that, but that'll work. And then I'm just gonna have this layer start here, so we don't have that little awkward point. Question is, I don't think I even need these three little strokes with that going on, so this should just be here. Triangle could use some ease. Yeah, I'll do that. I think you have to go. It's getting pretty late. Well, thanks for hanging out, Control Animate Jess. Hope to see you again, and I'll be sure to. Do you stream as well? I'll be sure to come over there and see if I can give you a hard time. Oh man. 1:20 a.m. Yeah, so that's probably about that time. Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I do not know Dutch. But, you know, at least I could see what you're working on. Use Google Translate like our friends from Brazil who were in the chat earlier. American Squad or something. I know. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'm glad you had a good time. Yeah, catch you later. Get some.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for following. We got the follow. I had to work for that one, folks. I'm just kidding. Have a good night, Jesse. Excuse me. This is not quite working how I wanted. It's probably fine. I'm not gonna over stress it. Yeah, no, I'm going to. I legit took a screenshot of your comments, so I appreciate the design consultant from the Netherlands. Get that expertise in there. I'll put that in the portfolio too. It's be like received design consultant from. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm getting hungry. Maybe I need to take a break, get a snack. It's 4:30. As usual, going into this thinking I'm gonna get like several things finished, and we were chatting today, so that was fun. This is coming along. Yeah, I'm excited. Maybe I'll work on this more. This just needed something easy to kind of like show vector animation, and it's definitely different. I mean, you know, importing in like a Photoshop painting and making that move is definitely a different feel than this is a little more kind of technical feeling. So different vibe today. But yeah, we're going short hair. This is the short hair Carter, business lizard, and this is what we're doing. So yeah, thanks for everyone for tuning in. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a stream. We have Mr. Krister himself, Christopher Diego, on for Friday's stream. We don't have anything going on tomorrow. It's the day of rest, and yeah, Christopher's gonna be bringing back some some more illustration work, some fun, colorful stuff, he'll be there. He'll be there, doing great work. Todd, thank you as always. I hope you're doing well. I need to come to. I don't know if you feel like you haven't been streaming as often, or maybe I've just been sleeping on it. But I'm gonna come check out a stream soon. I hope you're doing well. Dave Rick, thank you for being here as always. Just missed last week. Gotcha. Oh, right on. All right, well, there it is, folks. Todd will be on tomorrow. Yeah, come hang out with us on the Discord. Stay in touch. Love to chat between the streams and just check in and share, you know, what everyone has going on. So, groovy, bringing it back to that 70s, the bell bottoms reference. Alrighty, that is going to do it. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Bye now.